Hi, everyone. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Victoria Adams. I am a senior. I am a philosophy and international relations double major, and I have a minor in law, justice, and society. Today, I'm going to talk to you about one of my 6 internships. It's the only one that I was able to complete online as a result of COVID, and it was with a company called Lawyer Up. I'm affiliated with the Social Impact, Education, Law, and Government, and as a young lesbian woman, I identify with the Gender and Sexuality Committee. So let's get started. So this summer, I was working for a company called Lawyer Up. And basically what I did through Lawyer Up was we had 14 weeks and we networked with various professionals. We met with different sports lawyers and family lawyers and a public interest lawyer. I met with someone with international law who handled some, like treaties and UN stuff in DC and in New York at the UN headquarters. So it was just a bunch of different professionals, and we just got to network and pick their brains and see how their jobs were adapting as a result of COVID-19. And I made some really awesome connections out of it. Because we weren't able to be there in person, I was actually supposed to do a not a remote internship. I was supposed to do an in-person internship in the state of New Jersey, but I was looking on LinkedIn and I actually found this awesome company called Lawyer Up. It was created by a college senior. She was the same year as I am, who goes to Pepperdine University. And we were able to see what other law students are doing as a result of COVID. And we really built this really strong community, and we were able to meet some really great professionals in the process. My mom is a nurse, and so COVID was really hard. I don't want to say I felt bad, but I thought it was dangerous of me to be exposed to someone who could potentially be carrying COVID and then go into an internship or go into a closed office. So that wasn't something I was doing. So I was really lucky to find a remote internship opportunity. And I think it was really great to build a community virtually. I think it's a really beautiful thing to see how far technology has really come and to see how full circle everything is. And I don't know, just being connected online in such a hard time really makes the world feel a little bit smaller. So I wouldn't say there was like an impact in my specific community because I wasn't benefiting my community, but I think it really helped blossom my community of networks on online, like for LinkedIn and for Instagram and for other social medias. I got to meet some really great college students and some great professionals. So I think I really was lucky to build such a great community through my experience. And then, so before I had this internship, I had this I don't want to say narrow, but I had this idea of internships where, for me, someone who wants to go to law school, I was like, oh, so I'll do a pre-law internship. I'll get lawyer's coffee. I'll sit in on court, doing things that obviously you need to be in person for. I never really considered the idea of a remote internship or how that would be able to work with the profession that I'm pursuing. But Lawyer Up was really awesome. We did everything via Zoom. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. So we did everything online and it was great. I didn't really feel like we were inhibited at all. I think in the process, I learned some really great transferable skills as well. I think something that everyone always hypes up on the resume is, Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office, but can you really do those things well and use those things in an environment? And do you have any type of, physical experience using those kinds of things online? And I can say that I did. When we had speakers in another language, we were able to learn how to use online transcription, and we cleaned up each other's resumes. And I just think that there's so much to be learned online, especially in a time like this, that I think having an experience such as this was really awesome. I think also communication is really important, especially in a time like this where, you'll have 80 emails in your inbox and you can't really go through them. So you need to learn how to manage your time and do it well and still be clear and concise while not staring on a screen for how many hours to drive yourself crazy. It really is a fine art, I have to say, but I was really lucky that this experience helped me to translate those skills into real life. I'm hoping that, things will be a new normal eventually and I'll be able to be in person to do more internships or more jobs in the future. But for right now, I feel very confident with the skills that I've gained as a result of Lawyer Up, I was really happy with. And then my future. So my follow-up plan, this may be put on hold because of COVID, but I really do hope to go to law school. I love DC. I think it's a great city. I spent some time abroad in London last year, so that was really where my love for cities kind of came from. I think DC is a great area. I love being close to New York. Drew is, I think, 30 minutes on the train away from New York, but I'm ready for a change. I love DC. American University has an amazing program for public interest lawyers, which is like being a public defender, which is what I hope to do. Public interest, human rights, something along those lines. I'm sure I'll change my mind once I get to law school, but that's my plan now. And so that's my plan. I'm not sure if it's going to happen as a result of COVID, but we're just going to see and hope. But I do think that my internship with Lawyer Up is going to help me achieve this goal, because not only have I met some amazing professionals in the process, but also I've done so much law work, and I've met, I got a great idea of what other students who are applying to law school currently are doing right now. I just think it's really comforting to see other people pursuing the goal that you want, because you realize that it's just that more attainable. I think sometimes in a time such as COVID, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's really easy to be able to be stuck in a screen and not pay attention or not be happy and just kind of lose sight of what you want to do. So I think holding your why, or why you want to do this, so close to your heart, and seeing everyone else's why and how they hold that close to their heart in their pursuit of their goals is something that's really inspiring. So I think I gained so much more than just an internship. I gained a family, and I was really lucky to say that. I'm still in contact with everyone. We have this big group chat that goes off all the time. It's been great to talk to everyone, but this internship has changed my life in so many ways. It's really cool to say that you had a virtual internship, because a lot of people are like, oh, virtual internship, what is that? So I think it's really neat, and it's a great experience to talk about, because not that many people have that opportunity. So Lawyer Up's definitely shaped my goals, but looking on what I did from the past, I still have to go in the future, and I'm just going to continue to network and continue to build my networks and share everything that I've learned. I've been writing some posts, getting a little bit more involved in social media, which has been helpful, and it's always great to keep in touch with other people. And then I'm just going to continue to highlight this experience in my resume, and I'm really proud of the work I did. I'm really excited to talk about it, and I'm really excited to see what other immersive experiences other people are talking about as well. So yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble about this awesome internship experience. I really appreciate it, and I'm very excited to see what else is in store for me in my senior year. Thank you.